Hey everybody, I'm Tim Ward and welcome back to Garden Sense. Well, I hope that all of you had a wonderful Memorial Day on Monday. I know that I did, but a lot of you had to have been working outside because I got more emails on Monday than I did all of last week. So obviously the weather was nice where a lot of you were. I know that some of you experienced a lot of rain as well, but we did select 3 questions that we want to address here today on this week's video podcast. So buckle up everybody, let's jump right in. The first question is from William. Tim, is there a product that will control or destroy lawn thatch? So there are products called liquid dethatchers that are on the market. Now, thatch will naturally break down over time, and the thought process behind the liquid dethatchers is that they are going to put more bacteria, which will help that thatch break down and decompose more quickly. I've never used these products, but again, they are out there. They've been around for a number of years. So go ahead and do your research. Again, I always believe that the tried and true method of using a rake or renting a machine is the best method for, removing thatch. But again, for some people, maybe it's too physically demanding, or the cost of renting the machine and a liquid dethatcher is something that you want to try. Go ahead and do that. Again, I've never used them. I can't give you any recommendation on which product to try, but they are out there, so make sure you do your research. The next question is from Herman. Hi Tim, I recently planted new pepper and cucumber plants in soil composed of compost, old leaves, regular soil, and mulch on top. The bugs are eating the leaves, especially peppers. What do you recommend so I can save my plants? So there are actually a number of products that will work, but the one that we've been recommending the most is Monterey Garden Insect Spray. It's available over at rosensonline.com. And the reason we like it is it's OMRI listed, which means it's safe to use for organic gardening. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm going to be consuming stuff out of a garden, I don't want to put a bunch of harsh and harmful chemicals, even if it is to kill insects. And so again, the Monterey Garden Insect Spray is approved for organic use. And so that's the product that we've been really pushing and recommending to anyone who is trying to get rid of insects in their garden. Again, it's available over at Rosens Online, so go ahead and pick up a bottle and you should have the problem taken care of within a couple of days. The final question for today is from Jerry. Tim, could you please identify this silver/gray coating on the grass? The grass appears to be in good shape and the coating wipes off when rubbed. So this looks like powdery mildew, and it's a very common problem in areas that have a lot of high humidity but not a lot of sunlight. And it sounds like the area that you're talking about just doesn't get enough sun to kind of take care of the problem. The good news is it's pretty easy to get rid of, and it's really not harming your grass. Head over to rosensonline.com and pick up a bag of bio-advanced fungus control for lawns. This will absolutely help clear up that powdery mildew, and I would also recommend that you put it down over the rest of your lawn just to help prevent any future lawn diseases that you might have to battle with this. All right, everybody, just a couple final thoughts before we wrap up this week's video podcast. Folks, we are heading into a warm time of the year, and lawn disease is going to start to become a problem for some of you. One of the questions here, we talked about the bio-advanced fungus control for lawns, and that's a product that we would really recommend that you have on hand so that you can get it down. If your grass is prone to these types of lawn diseases, get it down now to help prevent those diseases from coming back this summer. Now, based on the emails that I got this past week, a lot of you were putting in gardens, whether it was veggie gardens, flowers, whatever you were doing. We got a lot of emails, and we know this is the time of year where a lot of you have been putting them in. So if that is you, I want to recommend 2 products to you. First, as soon as you get those things planted, you want to make sure that you are using Kickstart. Kickstart is going to help with the root development of anything that you plant or any established plant. So by putting it down, you are going to allow those transplanted flowers to really get that strong, deep connection that they need. So you're going to strengthen the roots are going to take hold, and those flowers are really going to thrive. Same thing with your vegetable gardens. Now, if you're growing from seed, the same thing can apply. Once that seed germinates, Kickstart can really, really help. Now, The other product obviously is Garden Trust. Folks, this is a slow released fertilizer, which means you can put this down and it's going to feed your garden all season long. It's available over at Rosen's Online, and it's one of our most popular products because it's kind of a put it down and forget about it type of fertilizer. Very, very powerful. The NPK ratio is 15, 15, 14. So your plants are going to get a lot of nutrition. And obviously, if you use Kickstart in conjunction with it, the Kickstart is going to allow that plant to take in even more nutrition. Folks, as always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you send the email directly to me, tim@rosensonline.com. Most of you have no problem finding me, sending emails to me directly to me or through the website. Again, we love to get all of these emails and provide you feedback because we are passionate about lawns and gardens, and we know that you are too. Folks, as always, I just want to really thank you for all the time that you took with us today. I hope you folks had a really wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and I hope the rest of your week is amazing. God bless.